Hey boos, welcome to the final webisode of my Trend Talk series. I'm not sure if that's what it's actually going to be called, but that's what it's called right now. And for this one, the final one of these 3 videos, you've seen my dislikes, you've seen my likes, and now you are going to see my interpretation of the way the trends are transitioning. I guess that is the easiest way to say it. So I'm just going to go right into it. For the past few seasons, we've seen a lot of black and colored leather. No more. No more of that. We want suede, especially brown suede. I've just been seeing it a lot, especially in boots and coats. And it's sort of that staple moto jacket. Instead of the black leather, you want the brown suede. And if there's some fringe, you're even more on trend. So that transition is from leather to suede. Bam! Number 1. Number 2, we're going from Birkenstocks last summer to fancy flats. So we went to like the Normcore Extreme last year, and now I'm noticing a lot of the slides, or even just flats in general, have a lot of embellishment on it. And that goes with the embellishment trend as well that I talked about in my likes video. And that goes from like beading, pretty much anything, different patterns, any sort of sparkle. Actually, that's another big trend that I've seen a lot, is like really sparkly glitter ruby slipper style shoes. So yeah, the fancy flat shoe is in, instead of the sort of plain Birkenstocks that were in last year, or pool slides, or whatever you want to call them. The next one, ooh, I gave this one a cool name. Geometric to urban jungle. And this one is fairly straightforward. We were having a lot of very geometric type prints for the past, I don't know, I would say like 2 or 3 years. And last year it sort of went more to an organic type, like not so geometric, mathematical. I don't know how to say that. But it was less geometric as of last season, and this season the symmetry is like out the window, and it's all about the more organic shapes, floral patterns, paisley patterns, and things that are just urban jungle style, very 70s. Yeah, very 70s vibes. Even the colors are very like orangey purples, and the whole geometric monochromatic printed trend is just gone. You just need something with a little more flair this year. So yeah, that was the next trend. And the last trend, and I've been finding a lot of these trends come back to embellishment, which isn't really a trend in itself, in my personal opinion, or however you want to say that, but it is like things are a lot more embellished this year that I've noticed. So it had to be mentioned. But the one thing that I'm seeing a lot is we had that whole peplum trend. It like had its day and it died. And now, instead of having, you know, a peplum as a waist embellishment, they have other ways of doing the waist embellishment. One of the ways that I've seen that is having actual, I don't know how to explain this, but it's like actual sweater type sleeves attached to the waist where you can just tie it. It's like having, you know, a flannel shirt wrapped around your waist, but without having to have a flannel shirt. It's actually just built into the dress, or built into the top, or however it works. And there was a few other waist embellishment type things that I had seen, but that is the one that I'm recalling right now. And other than that, I'm kind of having a brain fart. So those are essentially, in my mind, the transitional trends that are happening this year. So that goes from leather to suede, that's one transition. From the Normcore Birks to the fancy flats, that's another transition. The other is the geometric prints to the more urban jungle type of prints, the more natural ones. And the peplum, which is dead, to the waist embellishment. So those are what I would consider the transitional trends, and realistically, trends evolve all the time. This is just my take on it, my interpretation. If you guys have anything to add, if you've noticed any sort of evolving trends from last year to this year, or going forward, please leave a comment so I can, you know, get on your same train of thought too. If you liked this video, go ahead and like it. Like, literally, press the thumb. And if you want to, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can also subscribe to my Instagram at BeishKaboo. Trying to think of what else to say here because this is the end of my Trend Talk series. So ultimately, I hope you enjoyed these videos. If you want me to continue making these videos next season, let me know in the comments below. I don't know what else there is to say, so take care.